Welcome, beloved soul. Let's be honest, some people can't sleep because of you. Your presence bothers them deeply, and it's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's because you're doing something right. Let me share something real with you. Opposition is the most accurate sign you're moving correctly. If you're feeling attacked lately, it's not punishment, it's confirmation. See, there's something you need to know clearly today. The attempts to stop you didn't start now. They started long before you even recognized your own power. And here's a fact most people don't understand. Studies in human behavior reveal people instinctively attack what they secretly fear: your strength, your clarity, your purpose. These are things your enemies recognized long before you did. But here's the catch. It's not about you versus them. This isn't personal. It's spiritual. You were marked with divine purpose before your first breath. Before you had a name, you had an assignment. Before you learned to walk, your steps were ordered. Your purpose was sealed by God Himself. That's why every obstacle thrown your way hasn't managed to hold you down. It wasn't designed to stop you. It was meant to refine you. Every moment of betrayal was actually protection. Every rejection was a divine redirection. Those who conspired to stop you had no idea that each time they tried, they only made you sharper, wiser, stronger. See, God doesn't just shield you from harm. He weaponizes what was meant to harm you and transforms it into your greatest advantage. Let me ask you something real. Have you noticed how your greatest breakthroughs often followed your darkest seasons? That's not coincidence, that's divine strategy. Because your purpose isn't fragile, it's eternal. You were built to handle this kind of pressure. You're not walking alone, you're shielded, you're divinely protected, you're covered by forces your enemies can't even perceive. Understand this clearly. Your life's purpose can't be sabotaged. It can't be stolen. It can't be destroyed. It's already written, established, sealed by a divine decree. You're not fighting for your place. You're stepping into it. Your destiny isn't up for debate or discussion. It's simply unfolding in its divine timing. And let's be real about something else. People often mistake God's silence for absence. But let me reveal this to you. Silence doesn't mean abandonment. It means preparation. It means strategy. It means that behind the scenes, divine plans are in motion, setting you up for what's already yours. God hasn't left you. He's positioning you. If you've been feeling isolated lately, understand that solitude isn't a sentence, it's your sanctuary. It's where God removes distractions so you can hear clearly. It's where He strengthens you privately before promoting you publicly. Because what He's about to do through you isn't ordinary, it's extraordinary. Your life is a message, your survival a sermon, and your victory a test. Because here's what they never understood about you. You were never just relying on your own strength. Even at your lowest, when your knees touched the floor and your voice cracked from praying, you were still wrapped in divine authority. Every attack against you only activated more the power that God planted deep inside you. Every lie whispered against your name only confirmed the magnitude of your assignment. Because no one fights against something insignificant. They fought you because they feared you, not because of who you were, but because of what heaven had already marked you to become. Think about this clearly. Would the enemy really waste energy on someone without purpose? Would jealousy rise against someone who wasn't already marked with divine favor? The level of resistance you faced was never a sign that you were off course. It was proof you were exactly on track. Every betrayal, every unjust accusation, every friendship that fell apart when you needed it most, all of it was strategic. Not designed by God, but used by Him to build your spiritual muscle. You weren't abandoned, you were being armored. And now, chosen one, you're stepping into a season where what was hidden in you begins to spill out into the open. Not just your talent or your gifts, but your very purpose. It's going to shock people, not just those who doubted you, but even yourself. Because what God is about to do through your life will defy logic, timelines, and human limitations. Your past was preparation. Your present is confirmation. Your future is unstoppable. Do you feel the difference already? Your prayers are shifting. They are not pleading anymore. They are declarations. You are no longer begging God to show up because you finally realized He never left. He was always walking silently beside you, guarding every step, deflecting every arrow. The fact that you're still here, still breathing, still holding on, that alone terrifies the forces aligned against you, because it means they threw everything they had, and yet you still rose. But here's something crucial you need to remember in this season of revelation and breakthrough. The attacks won't stop entirely. They'll just become more subtle. As you ascend, the enemy will try new tactics. You'll face distractions disguised as opportunities, counterfeits wrapped in charm, and hidden agendas covered in compliments. Your discernment must stay sharp. Your spiritual eyes must remain open, because now you're carrying something even more precious: clarity about who you are and why you're here. People who've never been tested like you can't understand the quiet intensity you carry. They mistake your calmness for complacency. They confuse your silence for ignorance. But your stillness isn't passive, it's prophetic. Your silence isn't weakness, it's wisdom. You've learned how to move without announcing every step, because real strength doesn't need an audience. It doesn't crave applause, it simply executes. And that's precisely why you're unstoppable, because you've become spiritually strategic. Listen closely. Heaven is elevating you beyond your struggles, beyond your scars, even beyond the prayers you whispered in secret. This elevation isn't just about you, it's about all the people who will be freed by your testimony. God didn't shield you from the storm, He shielded you in it. Your purpose wasn't protected by hiding you away, it was refined by placing you right in the fire. You emerged stronger, clearer, wiser, not in spite of the pressure, but because of it. Now, you carry authority in places most people can't survive. You're built to thrive where others tremble. You're anointed to heal wounds that you felt personally. You were never forgotten or forsaken. You were being forged. And now that the world sees you stepping forward, the ones who once stood against you will either move aside or stand amazed, because your victory wasn't earned by human approval. It was sealed by divine decree. Your purpose was written in eternal ink long before your critics picked up their pens. You're not just entering a new season, you're entering your rightful place, a territory marked by miracles, covered by favor, and guarded by angels. Your past tormentors never really stood a chance because they were never fighting you. They were fighting heaven's decision to bless you. So walk forward boldly now, chosen one. Let them see what a divinely protected, divinely chosen life looks like. Your presence alone is the evidence of divine protection. They tried everything they could to stop you, slow you, silence you. But God had already sealed your victory. Your destiny was never up for debate. It was only up for discovery. Welcome to the chapter you've always felt coming. You're shielded, unstoppable, and undeniably chosen. Step forward and let the world witness who God always knew you were. Because this season isn't just about you shining. It's about the breakthroughs that your boldness will ignite in others. Your story isn't meant to be kept quiet, hidden behind closed doors. It was crafted for moments exactly like these, to break generational chains, to silence demonic whispers, and to show the watching world that what God declares, no one can erase. People who dismissed you in previous seasons will soon try to reconnect, not because you changed, but because the world finally recognized your worth. Stay alert, because the same people who once underestimated you might now claim they believed in you all along. Chosen one, remember this clearly. Your validation doesn't come from their applause. It comes from your alignment with the one who designed your journey. Don't be distracted by temporary praise or superficial approval, because even though your purpose is unstoppable, your focus must remain unshakable. You're stepping into territory that demands your full spiritual attention, where every yes and no will shape your legacy. You can't afford casual decisions or comfortable compromises. The enemy failed to destroy you in your past, so now he will try to distract you in your present. But here's your divine advantage: discernment. The trials you face didn't just strengthen your faith, they sharpened your spiritual instincts. Now you can recognize hidden motives before they surface, identify subtle manipulation before it manifests, and sense false promises before they're spoken. You're no longer moved by emotional persuasion or temporary pleasures. You've outgrown shortcuts and cheap applause because you understand that true authority is earned in private battles, not in public performances. As you rise into this divinely shielded season, expect the warfare to shift. Your battles will become quieter, yet more intense. Opposition will wear masks of friendship, proposals of partnership, and offers of opportunity. But don't fear, just discern. The same God who guarded you in obvious attacks will guide you in subtle ones. Your prayers should now shift from "protect me" to "position me," because you're no longer running from trouble. You're strategically walking through it, fully shielded, fully armored, and divinely directed. Others will be amazed by how calmly you navigate what breaks most people. They'll wonder how you stay peaceful under pressure, how you maintain clarity in chaos. What they won't see is that you're not operating from human effort, but from divine enablement. You're not just strong, you're supernatural. Your endurance is not willpower, it's heaven's power. Your confidence isn't pride, it's promise. The reason you seem unstoppable is because your source never stops supplying you. You're about to witness accelerated alignment. What took others years to achieve will happen swiftly for you, not because you're lucky, but because you're ready. You've passed the silent tests. You've stayed faithful in seasons when nothing made sense. You endured hidden sacrifices that no one celebrated. Now you're about to step into public victories that no one can deny. God isn't rewarding perfection. He's rewarding perseverance. Your greatest triumphs are not coming. Despite your struggles, they're coming because of them. Be ready, because you'll be called upon to speak your truth. Your voice will carry the weight of authenticity, because you didn't learn from theory, you learned from tears, trials, and triumphs. People won't just hear your words, they'll feel them. Because your authority isn't borrowed, it's bought and paid for through battles you fought alone with God. Every scar you carry is evidence of the divine encounters that shaped you, and every victory ahead will echo through eternity. Remember clearly, your purpose was sealed before opposition formed. Your assignment was secured before your critics appeared, and your destiny was already written before you ever questioned it. No matter what the enemy sends next, it will not prosper. You're shielded in every direction, guarded by divine favor, and secured by eternal promise. Their attacks will only add to your testimony, and every opposition will become fuel for your purpose. The season you've stepped into is not random. It's sacred, intentional, and unstoppable. People who misunderstood your past will now be forced to respect your present. You were always chosen, but now the world will know why. Your life will testify of the truth they tried to bury. God shields whom He sends. You're marked, protected, and fully prepared. Step boldly, speak clearly, and live fearlessly. They tried to stop you, but it was impossible. Your purpose was sealed long before their plots ever formed. Now, it's your time to live like you believe it.